Good evening, Bears News Fan Report fam. If you're as fired up as I am, slam that like button and subscribe to Bears News Fan Report right now, because tonight we're peeling back the curtain on a saga that could rewrite the destiny of Halas. Ew. Hall. Picture this: a hushed meeting room deep inside the team facility, long after the doors have closed and the lights have dimmed. Film clips flicker across a projector, showcasing highlights of a football superstar whose name you know well, Idiomi Adzi, name that has defined eras, shattered records, and electrified stadiums from coast to coast. But in this moment, the question on every scout's lips is simple. Could he don navy and orange next season? It all started with a whisper on the wind, a rumor that became a lead foot racing across sports talk radio. Insiders hinted that the front office has quietly opened serious dialogue, plotting a whirlwind pursuit that would make even the boldest off-season moves look tame. Imagine the intrigue. Agents working the phones at midnight, cap experts crunching numbers in frantic Excel sheets, and a front office vision casting this superstar as the missing keystone in Chicago's blueprint for glory. Those closest to the process say the team's general manager slipped away on a clandestine trip, meeting in a nondescript office suite with the players' inner circle. No paparazzi. No official press releases. Just hushed voices negotiating salary structures that could dwarf anything previously committed to a Bears free agent. Could this be Chicago's answer to decades of playoff drought? Is it possible that this player, whose very arrival would send shockwaves through the NFC North, has already agreed in principle, pending a final physical and a press conference for the ages? Let's rewind to what makes this potential acquisition so monumental. We're talking about a generational talent, someone whose combination of speed, power, and unparalleled football IQ has forced defensive coordinators to rewrite game plans on the fly. Last season alone, he racked up eye-popping yardage, shattered tackle charts, and turned routine plays into highlight reel masterpieces. And yet, in the twilight of his prime, questions swirl. Can he stay healthy? Will he adapt to a new playbook? Does he believe in the Bears' vision enough to uproot his legacy and plant it in the Windy City? Fans have speculated endlessly, generating countless theories. Could Chicago's renovated offensive line, anchored by stalwarts like Tevin Jenkins and Nate Davis, be the allure that convinces him to join forces with rookie phenom Caleb Williams? Some insiders rave that the locker room culture, now infused with youthful energy and veteran leadership, presents the perfect incubator for a championship run. Others caution that shifting schemes and winter weather could test even the toughest competitor. But here's the juicy part. League sources tell us that the initial framework on the table involves a deal spanning 2 seasons, with heavy incentives tied to both performance and playoff milestones. Imagine bonus triggers if he eclipses 200 yards, or if the Bears secure a postseason berth. Could this structure signal a win-now mentality, or is it simply shrewd risk management by a front office determined not to mortgage the future? As the anticipation builds, social media has erupted with cryptic videos and emoji-filled hints from the team's official channels. A single tweet, now deleted, showed an image of a lone helmet resting on a Chicago-themed backdrop. Was that a teaser or a red herring? Fans are dissecting every syllable from press conferences, searching for any slip that confirms the blockbuster is real. Could next week's training camp opener reveal his presence in practice shorts? The hero's journey premise is irresistible. A decorated superstar seeking fresh challenges and eager to write a new chapter. In one corner, the storied tradition of the Bears, monsters of the Midway, a franchise steeped in history, yet starved for recent triumphs. In the other, a player whose career has touched the heights of greatness but lacks the one thing he craves most: a Lombardi trophy hanging in his personal trophy case. Could their paths converge here in Chicago, forging a bond that reshapes the NFL landscape? Stay with us, because in our next segment we'll peel back the layers of contract minutiae analyze cap implications, and explore how this seismic addition could tilt the NFC North power balance. The suspense is just getting started. Don't go anywhere. If you're buzzing for more insider intel, hit that like button and subscribe to Bears News Fan Report. Let's dive back into the heart of this blockbuster saga. As whispers turn into roars, it's time to peel back the curtain on how this superstar could fit into Chicago's grand design. When you break down the playbook schematics, you realize that adding a game-changing talent of this caliber doesn't just bolster one position. It forces every opponent to rethink their entire defensive philosophy. Picture this. Pre-snap, linebackers and safeties are already second-guessing their responsibilities, trying to decide whether to shade the box against a thunderous run or stay home to guard against a deep strike. That hesitation alone creates the windows that make offenses hum, but let's get granular. Sources suggest that the proposed contract comes loaded with performance escalators, heavily weighted in favor of touchdowns, rushing yardage thresholds, and, most tantalizing, team success. Imagine bonus payouts for every playoff victory, for clinching the division, even for reaching the conference championship. Could this alliance be more than a mere player signing? Is this a declaration of intent that the Bears believe 2025 is the year they roar back into contention? There's a potent mix of optimism and skepticism among cap analysts. Optimistic that the incentives align perfectly with a win-now blueprint. Skeptical that the front office is risking too much of its cap flexibility on a veteran entering the twilight of his prime. Let's talk scheme fit. Our new halfback hero thrives in zone-heavy designs that exploit cutback lanes and misdirection, yet he's also shown the violence to finish runs in short-yardage scenarios. Ben Johnson's offense offers both, an outside zone base that presses the edge and an inside zone counter that uses pulling linemen to carve creases up the gut. Add our superstar's natural vision and patience, and you have the makings of a ground-and-pound attack that can sustain possession and control clock, two ingredients that could revitalize a Bears defense eager for rest and redemption. Could the synergy between power runs and play-action passes become Chicago's new bread and butter? Only film sessions this summer will tell. Off the field, the narrative writes itself. He's not just a player, he's a mentor, a locker room anchor, whose voice carries weight. Rookie Caleb Williams, still polishing his pro-read mechanics, stands to gain immeasurable guidance from a teammate who's weathered playoff storms and tasted championship glory. Imagine Williams stepping onto the practice turf, glancing downfield, knowing that behind him stands a stalwart protector and field commander. Some insiders believe that leadership ripple effect could be the catalyst that transforms the Bears' cultural identity, instilling a championship mindset from the training room to the locker room. Could this veteran presence be the secret weapon that unlocks Chicago's potential? Yet, no story is without its tension. What if his body betrays the promise? 2 seasons of nagging lower body injuries loom large in the evaluation room. Scouts still pore over medical files, scrutinizing MRI scans and tendon health reports. If durability becomes an issue, the financial guarantees could metamorphose into dead cap, a specter that haunts many bold free agency splashes. Could the Bears find themselves strapped with costly roster dead weight if he misses significant time? That question hangs heavy in every cap projection, and it's the wild card that makes this deal either a stroke of genius or a cautionary tale. But what do you think about all of this? Personally, I'm electrified by the prospect of seeing this superstar thunder through Soldier Field's frigid wind, shoulder to shoulder with our young guns. I can't wait to read your takes in the comments below. Drop your boldest predictions for his debut stats, and let me know how far you think this signing will propel the Bears in 2025. If you enjoyed this deep dive, remember to smash that like button, subscribe to Bears News Fan Report, and ring the notification bell so you're front and center for every breaking update. Thanks for watching, and as always, bear down.